Hey there, Wandering Watchers. Welcome to this unboxing and flip through of the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I have Chris Ann's other deck, the Light Seer Tarot, and I've seen this tarot deck on some other channels. I wasn't sure how much I really wanted it because the different suits are kind of not really visually in line with the traditional Rider-Waite deck, though the meanings are, but I kept seeing it and I really do like this kind of aqua green color that I believe is on the back of the cards. So I gave in and I went ahead and ordered it. And we'll just start looking at this. It is pull apart, top, bottom, hard box. On the inside, there is an inscription. It says, "There is magic in truth. There is truth in my veins, where my blood speaks in soothe, and my mind has no reins." So here on the back, I'm going to go ahead and just take everything out. On the back of the deck, it says, "Expect magic, exploration, and inspiration." Infused with a widely eclectic spirit, the Muse Tarot will illuminate your path toward inspiration and magic with its bright symbolism and powerful muse energy. The suits are recast as emotions, cups, inspiration, wands, voices, swords, and materials, pentacles, to deliver messages from the source of creation. The detailed guidebook contains card meanings, poetry, and word prompts to offer insight into your readings while stoking the sparks of your creativity. Ignite the muse within. Here is the interior of the box. Looks like little fishies there. Okay, so I went online to themusetarot.com and I was able to get a lot of information that I assume is from the guidebook. So we'll take a look. Online, you can get keywords. You can get like a poem associated with each card. You can get prompts, and it looks like you can get the same from the guidebook. So it may be that the guidebook is exactly the same as what's on the website. Let me take a look. I did look at a couple of them. So yeah, so here there's no, it looks like it's black and white guidebook. It's a bound guidebook. The back of the guidebook says the same as the back of the box. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Chris Ann also has the Sacred Creators Oracle, the Light Seers Tarot, and the Muse Tarot. And I believe on the website there was a new oracle deck, like the Creatures Oracle deck or the Creators Oracle deck, something along those lines. I don't remember what it was. But there are no pictures inside of this guidebook. Let's take a look at what it says. Kind of like, there's the contents. Hello Muse, crickets. Hello inspiration, can we chat? Scuttle, scuttle, click, a stretch, a yawn, a mouth opens to draw breath. Are you there? Yes, I'm listening. Okay, can you send me some inspiration? When I do, what will you do with it? What do you mean? How can I possibly know that? How can I know what the inspiration will be before the energy even arrives? What I am really asking is if you will make use of the inspiration at all. Yes, of course. What did you do with it last time? That great vision for your future that I sent. Oh, right, that. My eyes closed, thoughts of frenetic energy spinning out and dissipating into the ether floods my mind. The uncreated, the missed potential, her heated nudges, the things that never were. The same instant I feel the loss of what could have been, she floods me with love. Inspiration is infinite, and it is always with you, provided you put it to work. You can never run out of your magic. Pause. Okay, little light, go ahead and ask me again. Hello, Muse. Inspiration, can we chat? Always. I'm feeling a little empty. Would you be able to send me some inspiration? Yes, of course. What will you do with it when I do? I will create. Excellent. Go create. Okay. Introduction to the Muse Tarot. This will be unorthodox. It will be experimental, poetic, and strange. It is meant to be healing. If it pushes your buttons, ask why. If it makes you cry, ask why. If it inspires you, ask why. If it makes you smile, take that shizzle and bottle it up for a rainy day. This project was meant as an anthology, a sonnet, a love poem to the Muse, a place for you to think about your own connection to her, a place for you to, hopefully, feel inspired to begin your own unique relationship with her or him or it or they. I invite you to join me on this journey of inner prodding, stoking, creating, and learning. It is my hope that you learn to connect with your muse through poetry, story, music, and cards, that you learn more about what inspires you and about the actions that you can take to make your own creator path wild and with adventure. I would love for you to use this deck as a way to jumpstart a million creative ideas or a way to satisfy your desire for deeper connection to your magical life. It's my greatest wish that you laugh and play with great seriousness and that you make this journey alive with joy. May we learn more about ourselves and our souls and approach our own creative inspiration with all the wonder and awe required to go beyond the rational. May you get to know your inner muses and begin a lifelong friendship with this magical energy that will always be there to lift you up and to inspire you when you need a little ... Okay, so here is one of the poems here. Air energy to fluff your wings, or a little moss to ground your love, a tiny spark to ignite your giant dreams, or an ocean tide to heal your wounds. So then it gets into what is the muse. Inspire, from Latin inspirare, to breathe or blow into, to breathe in life, or to animate life by breathing in spirit. I am sure she's part of my soul. I am also sure she's part of my imagination, yet she is somehow 100% real to me. She is wildly brilliant. She is wildly brilliant. She is I am? Are we? Are we two sides of the same force of creation working to simply create? Is she maybe just the energy of inspiration? Is she perhaps just the ideas coming down from the ethers? Or maybe, more likely, she is simply creation itself? The energy I feel emanating from her is one of creation. Life force, the state of a thing before it slows down and becomes solid matter. The state of a thing when it is a potential, a possibility, a beautiful maybe. She shows up in a few different ways for me. Sometimes she is personified like a deity. Sometimes she chats and teaches in human form and in my language. Then there are other times when she shows up not in like a glitch in perception, like a shift of light and shadow, like those specks of dust through filtered sunlight, like that place I sometimes get to deep in a trance or meditation, when I lose myself and I see dancing lights. that place where things begin to look like sacred geometry and where the only thing that accompanies me is all and nothing and a profound sense of love. Could she be a figment of my imagination or a projection of my beliefs? Absolutely. Could she be the energy of the Creator, God, coalesced for a moment in energetic form to kiss my heart? Absolutely. Could she be an echo of the universe that resides within me? All the Creator energy from the Big Bang that I am connected with and that I come from? Yes. I'm not sure if she's a deity, energy, source, or imagination. What I do know is that she shows up for us when we ask her to, and that she will guide us to our next project as needed. Whatever it is rooted in love, she is there, and she helps us to harness our own creative energy and rein it in. I know that she offers structure and goals and nudges, and that her greatest wish is for us to walk in our own essence, in a life and a path that are our own. Could she be love? Yes, definitely. Okay, so how to use this offbeat tarot deck. I would say this is definitely offbeat, definitely unorthodox, definitely outside of my comfort zone. And I have to ask why. I think when I said I have to ask why, it's right here. The answer is right here. There are no rules. I am all about rules. I am, my sun sign is Libra. I need rules. I need to have instructions. It needs to be clear. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone. But I have gone through some of the cards online, and the meanings are pretty similar. The images, I would say, are not really, we'll go through each of the cards, but the images and the meaning don't really resonate with the meaning that's in the book, the traditional meaning. It's not, what's the word? It's not like you look at it and you're like, oh, that makes total sense. You look at the image and it's like, what in the heck is that? And then you read the description or the prompts and the keywords and it's like, oh, okay, I see what that is. So here we have the different suits. Major Arcana, Minor Arcana. Let's see what else is over here. When it gets to the end of the guidebook, use the materials. Just says about Chris Ann. There's acknowledgments. And that's it. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Actually, I'm going to put this back. So there's not any, I think I saw, there's not any like spreads here. I think there are spreads on the MuseTarot.com website, but I don't see any there. Okay. So let's slide off this paper. Well, no, it's not going to slide. Let's peel it off. Ta-da! Great. Okay, so here is the back of the cards. Kind of a greenish color. Maybe it's a seafoam green. I like the green and the pink color contrasts here. Here is the cardstock, kind of bendy, stiff. Looks kind of maybe semi-glossy. But let's go through each of the cards here. Put that off to the side. Here we have the Fool. And the Magician, as above, so below. And I believe these 4 round things are supposed to represent the different elements. Actually, I'm gonna flip these over. High Priestess, or here it's just the Priestess. Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Hanged Muse. Death. I do like how these pictures of these individuals kind of like coming outside of the sheet, like escaping the cocoon. Temperance. The Devil. The way that the hair looks in this kind of like material on the arm makes me think of Ghostbusters and Sigourney Weaver. Not Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver was the gatekeeper. It was Gozer that this reminds me of. Have you ever seen the original Ghostbusters? Gozer's in like a white bodysuit. This makes me remind you. Here we have the Tower. Star. I do like the colors. The imagery so far is really nothing, to me, nothing like the traditional Rider-Waite Smith version. The Moon here. The Sun. Awakening, also known as the Judgment card. The World Cosmos. Interesting. Is it in this deck? On the website, there was a card 22, the Major Arcana. It was like the I Am card. You fill in the blanks on that. Maybe it's at the back. We'll see. But I don't see it here. Got Ace of Inspirations associated with Wands. 2 of Inspiration. 3 of Inspiration. 4 of Inspiration. 5 of Inspiration. Now, when I went on the website, I saw that they were talking about the mirrors, how 5 of Inspirations might be like how we mirror, we use people or even ourselves as mirrors of what we should be or think what we should be. So I thought that was interesting. 6 of Inspiration. 7 of Inspiration, 8 of Inspiration. I remember I was looking at this and I was counting the number of like black and white beams. I'm like, that doesn't equal 8. Where does that come from? And then I read the description online and they are referring to the 4 kind of like individuals here, which is the same person advancing forward, and because there's 4 individuals, it's like there was 8 legs there. There is no way I think anyone would be able to know that if they didn't read the guidebook. I know the Rider-Waite system, and I understand what 8 wands is, and I was trying to find it. Maybe there's not even just the legs, maybe they're the heel of each foot, the high heel, who knows. There's 9 of inspiration. I don't know what there is 9 of, so you'd have to remember that inspiration is for wands, and you'd have to read the card bottom, because I don't know what you would even be counting 9 of to confirm what it was. There's 10 of inspiration. I think it's the little cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Are those cows? It's 9 helper cows, and they're carrying the vases there. There's the 10th one, or the water jugs. There's Page of Inspiration, Knight of Inspiration, Queen of Inspiration, and Muse of Inspiration. I think there is no King in this deck. So here we are in emotions or cups. We have Ace of Emotions, 2 of Emotions, 3 of Emotions, 4 of Emotions, 5 of Emotions, 6 of Emotions, 7 of Emotions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would just think that those fish are just like different types of food, or are supposed to look like sushi. 8 of Emotions, 9 of Emotions, 10 of Emotions, Page of Emotions, Knight of Emotions, Queen of Emotions, and Muse of Emotions. So here we are with Voices, or the Suit of Swords, Ace of Voices, 2 of Voices, 3 of Voices, 4 of Voices, 5 of Voices, 6 of Voices, 7 of Voices. Interesting. I can already tell this is going to be a challenge for me. Definitely. That's a fox head on a body, a human body. 8 of Voices, 9 of Voices, 10 of Voices, Page of Voices, Knight of Voices, Queen of Voices, Muse of Voices. Now this is definitely going to be a challenge for me. I'm up for the challenge, obviously, but I'm I'm interested to see how this kind of brings about different types of intuition. The pictures are just so out there. It's even hard for me to see, like, understand what I'm looking at. I mean, I don't know if those are those rock clusters? Are they seashell clusters? Is that supposed to be spinach? Is that supposed to be seaweed over there? So, Ace of Materials. This is the suit of Pentacles. Here we have the Two of Materials. I would say this is, resonates in terms of seeing the image and understanding it relates to the Two of Pentacles with the, the juggling of the Pentacles. Three of Materials. Four of Materials. Five of Materials. Six of Materials. Seven of Materials. Eight of Materials. Nine of Materials. 10 of Materials. Page of Materials. Knight of Materials. Queen of Materials. And Muse of Materials. Okay, so the card that I saw online was card 22. The I Am card, I guess, is just not in this deck. Maybe it was just a fake out. Maybe it's in a different edition. Double check. The Sun, Awakening, the World, Cosmos, and that's it. Okay. Let's see, maybe it's in here. Nope. So, alright, just so I know I'm not losing my mind, I am really quick going to see if I can find, this is my cute ghost phone case. Everyone has to take a look at that, obviously. So I'm going to look at I Am. Nope. Oh, it's the Muse of I Am. Here it is. 22, the Muse of I Am, knowing your own essence. See, I was not crazy. 2017 edition. So it gives you the keywords, prompt, and how to use it, creator musings. So this one is does it have what year it is? Well, either way, it's not in this one. If you have a deck with it, let me know. Let me know if you have it, if you when it comes up and what it means for you. But I'll go ahead and shuffle these cards. It seems pretty thick in my hands. So I'll go ahead and it kind of is a little bit similar to more like a cardboardy type of cardstock. Like, I'm not sure if this is kind of like the Light Seers. Actually, I have the Light Seer cards right here. So let's take a look. So here's the Light Seer. Here is the Muse Tarot, very similar in terms of the backing. So here, in terms of, I guess the thickness is about the same, but this Light Seer's deck is a little bit used. Makes sense, a little dirtier. Right, so probably just newer, kind of just out of the box shuffling, because I think now my Light Seer's deck is pretty broken in. So right now it's kind of, if I shuffled for a decent amount, I'd probably get like calluses on my hands. But I guess it must be pretty much the same. They're both decks by Hay House. So I'm going to go ahead and do a deck interview. I'm going to pull 5 cards. First card, the essence of this deck. The second being the strength. The third card being the current limitation. Fourth card to show what this deck can teach. And a fifth card to indicate what card I should get to know on a deeper level. So just shuffle a little bit more because these really feel stiff. Okay, so 5 upright cards regarding this deck. Queen of Voices, Fool, Justice, Muse of Emotions, 4 of Inspiration, and the bottom of the deck, which is the current energy, got 4 of Emotions. Okay, so the essence of the deck with the Queen of Voices. This is, you know, like the Queen of Swords, which is the minor arcana version of Libra. So the essence of this deck is about honesty, truth, independence, being able to use its voice to speak truth. Its current strength with the Fool is that there are no, I guess, limitations, expectations, and there's just inspiration and journeys. See where I can go, where this deck can go. In terms of limitations, it's interesting you have the Justice card because its essence is the Queen of Voices. So in terms of its limitations being justice, I would say in terms of its sense of different sides of the same coin or the 2 edges of the sword, the balance of this, it's not really a balanced deck. It's not really clear. It's not really yeah, it's not really like objectively obvious, I would say. Here, the Muse of Emotions, which is equivalent to the King of Cups. And this is what it can teach. So with the Muse of Emotions, inspiration, connection. Now, inspiration is supposed to be for wands. Emotions is for cups. So imagination, experiencing feelings, joy, happiness, emotional stability, support. And here a card that I should get to know a bit better on a deeper level, this Four of Inspiration, which is about celebrating milestones. It is kind of connecting with others and feeling that happiness and joy of actually, accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish and sharing that with others. With the Four of Emotions being the current energy, it's like a bit of a apathy, not really excited about things. So maybe this is me in this deck, in terms of like not really feeling a connection. So far, I'm not really feeling connections with these images. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of these cards. So let's look at the Queen of Voices. Queen of Voices, a truth speaker, an honest and astute leader, wisdom and ability to cut through the bullshit. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. This deck means business. Clear vision and clear communication, wit, intelligence, good advice, strategic thinking. Prompt is the voice of feathers. And then it goes into from the east, a wind picks up and she feels a rustle in her hair as her senses come alive. Her magic is a little more tangible than some of the other queens, and for her proof-seeking perception, she is grateful. She unfolds her wings with wisdom and knowledge and stretches, looking out over her domain. She is the Queen of Voices, and she speaks with an intensity so very direct that it cuts right through to the heart of the matter. Her words, like those of ancient soothsayers, are clever and rife with profound insight. And there, in the wake of a million fluttering clouds, she always seeks the path rooted in truth, integrity, honesty, and gentle knowing. She reminds you to be strategic and direct, to dispel clouded judgment, and to send tiny gusts of helping winds to those in need. Speak what is right with great compassion and honesty, and communicate your truth courageously. There is magic in truth. There is truth in my veins, where my blood speaks in sooth, and my mind has no reins. Wasn't that the inside of here? There's magic in, yep. So the essence of this deck is the Queen of Voices that is written right inside the top deck of the box, or the top part of the box. So, all right. There you have it. Interesting. If you have this deck, I would love to hear how you kind of go, or how you work with it, how you like it, how you don't like it. I would say that this being the essence of the deck and the poem of the Queen of Voices being written on the inside of the top of the box kind of indicates, something magical and mysterious to be discovered here. So I am hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the Muse Tarot for you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.